Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Again, I want to continue another one article, okay, written by Little Broadcasting, which is a Kelly Thriller, alright, on 2020. So the article is about welcome to the future of radio, okay, and then we know that the key of the radio is one thing that continually seeking way to the foster connection with local communities. Because of this, industry leaders are already implementing the strategic techniques and engaging new efforts. So, can you expect to see from radio in the future? Innovation, connectivity, relevance. Okay, why radio is important? Because the nature of radio business, we are so connected to the community to listen to us. Radio goes far beyond the stereo. Okay, it can be often found promoting local charities, coming family after a road night, and also informing the busy citizen that don't always have time to watch the news. So meaning that digital media have served the radio, then that's why the radio is still important. So the answer yes, the future is bright. Okay, so that digital is something that you have to always because of the conception of the technologies, mobile apps, and the social media as a skill, for example, okay, has expanded to reach the engagement of the radio in digital compared to the traditional media. Okay, daily connectivity, another one aspect or another one concept that's in the future radio is the technology, because has give us a chance to stay connected to our community throughout the day. So for example, in the home, traditional radio have been finding our way over the years. So but now smart speaker have realized the audio listening in the home. So for example, that Jacobs Media found that connecting amplitude modulation or AM or frequency modulation, for example, station, is the two of the most frequent used smartphones, smart speakers. So that's another 25% of the owners request to listen to the music via the radio station. Another 15 owners use smart speaker to listen to the news or talk from the AM or FM station. So meaning that digital distribution has enhanced our connection to our listener, to our community. So meaning that radio is something that cover of news coverage reach the beyond of the listener of our Heritage AM news station. Plus also that 45% of Americans get their news from the Facebook. So using social media channels is and in our website, our mobile apps, is enable us to distribute local news to a much broader audience that even before. Okay, another one aspect concept that here is also the radio's impact on society, because of it's a from conception that radio has had a profound which is impact on the society, meaning that it is a vehicle that's broad and still brings the music from one culture to another, creating a curiosity for diversity and opportunities where is so many less privilege of artists. Meaning that radio has always has such community based roots. Okay, meaning that giving away experiences, providing the financial assistance. So meaning that also educating the listener what is going on, okay, what is happening around the world, for example. Okay, so the connectivity is something that related to the community, because radio is offered to incredible and consistent. So what the changing happening, how the radio is ever changing. All right, so another one in context of the music concept, where is the music impact on American culture. Alright, so meaning that radio is also many things. So many people, because this is largely because of the music's offer. So for example here, music has been nothing of a short of pivotal in terms of American culture, for example, right? Because it has united many communities, and it has helped society to express the world or express themselves. Okay, so meaning that the writers in this article written because you attend to listen to the music. So to listen to sweet sound of the music in the background, or maybe it was a main focus. So meaning that music has become an integral part of the expression of celebration in American culture. So if you see here, something like the image here, alright, is impact on emotion and memory, because emotion is along with triggering the accumbens, and also the music also active the amygdala, which is responsible for processing the emotion. Alright, so meaning that it is undeniable that music can provoke many emotions. So many, and as human, okay, our action is influenced by how we feel the music, because music influences our action on daily basis, because throughout the transformation music has undergone. So it's consistently, it's about the mood, it's about the entertainment of the large group of people, it's about the create a vast number of professions, for example, and the music also people to bond, and overall it's created a moral or ethical shift in American culture. Alright, another one is innovation and radio. So because innovation is something that is a part of culture, it's a part, integral part how the industry has impact to the society. So meaning that innovation means a new process for ticketing at our, for example, like Craft Beer Tower, for example, is a new strategy on TikTok, because now TikTok is a trend. Alright, after listeners and employees learn from their kids what is TikTok. Okay, and TikTok is realized that it's taking social media and marketing now new levels, for example. So I also learned something about the TikTok. Okay, I already installed about what is the TikTok. All right. Okay, so something that's a new trend in the platform of the new innovation of the TikTok, for example, and then realize that this does also typically betters the community by making it easier for anyone, for example, to access important information. Okay, so when you decide how this prioritize innovation initiative, you have to use the filter. So meaning one of common filter is to determine of this enable us to activate our patience, so to serve, to connect, to celebrate our community. So that's where impact of the radio is more clear for the community, and we really care of our community. Innovation allows you to better serve them, because you build up the connectivity with the community. So for example, like mobile apps. Alright, so mobile is very current, is very technology, okay, because people use the mobile phone to listen in the radio. Alright, now radio streamings, apps, and online listening. Okay, online listening is something like continue to grow in almost every age demography, meaning that the infinite dial did a study shows that a steady increase in number of people listening to online radio weekly from 70% in 2009 until 60% in 2019. So time they are spent, their mobile continues to grow as well, and most time on mobile is in apps version in browser. So creating a mobile app that allow people to multitask while listening, or has a push notification to bring them back and keep them engagement is essential to continue the growth. Alright, so this is another one how people now listen it through the mobile phone apps and so on. Alright, and then they're using the apps to listen in the road of the work, for example, listen to in the hometown, school, and everywhere. Okay, so meaning that in broadcast streaming via mobile apps is something that people listen what is the content in that radio. Okay, for example, like news, okay, coming during winter months. Okay, for example, what is the content? You can use push notification to ensure that our community is connected what is happening. Okay, so meaning that for someone who is paid with the access during the radio, that the day, they can stay connected after their morning commute by checking social media feeds and also local news updates on a mobile app during their break or lunch. Alright, so meaning that continuing the journey of using mobile apps is the distribution of content will be immensely impactful and could even lessen of the divide knowledge among various communities. Alright, as opportunities. Okay, as opportunity, mobile just a good news for listeners. Okay, the benefit radio partners as well. Linton Broadcasting, for example, we currently have sponsorship with the apps that give client opportunity to extend their brand, and some of the most active app streaming users will hearing client commercial and now seeing that client logo as local news over the sponsor. So digital sponsorship, a stream player and the stream players allow brand layer their impact in our audience, so both in audio and visual present across the platform. So this is an opportunity in digital platform to build engaging content. What can you, for example, like quiz, or brands can sponsor engaging content that delight the audience and give them a chance to win a prize. So it is fun because a brand is something like association and engagement. So meaning the interactive content generally create much greater engagement than perceive the content. So collaboration between our on air support, mobile apps, social media, and the client increase opportunity to brand extension, brand awareness, and lead generation. Another one is internet radio in cars. Okay, so another innovation in digital radio has created is the ability to personalize one radio listening experience in the car. So mobile apps, for example, have put a spin on the listening on the radio on the go. Okay, meaning that American are streaming the radio via the internet service such as Pandora, for example, especially while on the road. Okay, this is made possible by using the internet and mobile data. Okay, looking at the trend in usage is likely to continue being an important avenue for the radio industry to travel down. Okay, so meaning that lesson study also look at American then one another platform most of the time in the car. They just confirm that we have stated many times, assessing your target audience, for example, and increase your internet radio in the car has been seen as treat to the traditional media, but it's actually very exciting of radio station and partner alike. So meaning that a listening system for new vehicle use radio apps to play content even without a mobile phone connected, and near in the future also the chief radio must capitalize on, so they start focusing more effort on and also keeping the ship in mind. Fellow member of the industry will be able to move forward and refocus their effort on simplifying the user's experience, which is crucial to success. Another one is as a radio continues, so many opportunities that will allow radio to move forward into full force. So future radio are brighter than must believe. So if you are in the industry, pay attention to the chain of mobile users and keep tabs on how your audience listening, and then find a way the radio fits in. Okay, so we are currently, for example, like in this article, okay, seeing an increase is connectivity American line. For example, from smart speaker, smarter cars, to mobile phone, our audience are craving convenience and connectivity. So meaning that mobile application is accommodated at the same time. So this see how the apps as an opportunity to enhance their ability to brand ourselves, to brand the content, to brand radio continuity, alright, and also enhance the growth of local partners. The ability we have an app that is local, responsive, and accessible in the future of marketing. We are excited to see how it's play out. So this is the radio context here, okay, in future happen in the radio. Okay, I think that's it for this article. So maybe we will help you for you to develop the strategy. For example, what is happening in the future radio. Okay, so this article also guide you something what is happening radio in the future. Okay, I think that's it. Thank you and Assalamualaikum. Bye.